The first scream came before dawn. It was the scream of a woman who had just found her husband's body face down in the red soil, his hands still clutching grass as if he tried to hold the land itself. That scream crossed the forest, crossed the river, and entered two communities like a curse that would not leave. That was how the war began. Long ago, there were two neighboring communities, Umwoda and Obinogu. Between them lay a stretch of land so wide and green that even the sun rested there longer. Tall palm trees stood like elders. Yam grew fat in the soil. A quiet river, Oyi, ran through the middle, singing softly at night. The elders used to say, "This land is old. Older than both villages. Treat it gently." For many years, both communities shared it. Umwoda farmed on the eastern side. Obinogu hunted and fished on the west. No fence. No anger. Only greetings and laughter. Then one season, the rain refused to stop. The river Oyi grew wide and angry. It shifted its path during the night, eating part of the land and changing its shape. When the floods dried, the land no longer looked the same. And that was when greed woke up. One morning, Obinogu youths planted new boundary sticks deep into the soil. When Umwoda women came to farm, they froze. "This is our father's land," one woman said, holding her hoe with shaking hands. A young Obinogu man replied, "The river has moved. The land followed it. This side is ours now." The women returned home crying. That evening, Umwoda's village square was filled with shouting. Old men beat the ground with their staffs. Young men clenched their fists. Mothers held their children tight, fear already crawling into their hearts. An elder stood up, his voice weak but heavy. "Land has blood," he warned. "Once it tastes blood, it never forgets." But nobody listened. The first fight happened on a cloudy afternoon. Two boys, one from each village, met at the edge of the disputed land. They were friends once. They used to swim together in the river. Now they stood facing each other, anger replacing memory. Words turned to insults. Insults turned to stones. By sunset, one boy lay unconscious, his head broken open like a cracked pot. He died before the moon rose. That night, his mother cried until her voice broke. She tore her clothes and rolled on the ground, screaming. "My child followed land and did not return." Her tears fell into the soil. The land accepted them. After that, peace ran away. Men stopped greeting each other on the road. Markets grew silent. Drums that once played for festivals now played only for funerals. One night, Obinogu warriors crossed the river with fire. They burned 3 huts at the edge of Umwoda. Chickens screamed. Children ran barefoot into the bush. An old man, too weak to run, burned inside his hut. In the morning, his body was black and small. His daughter held his ashes and whispered, "Father, you told us land was not worth blood." She cried until her eyes swelled shut. Umwoda struck back. At dawn, they attacked Obinogu farms. They cut down yams, poisoned the river, and left a message written in blood on a tree. "Leave our land or the earth will eat you." The river Oyi stopped singing. Fish floated belly up. The water turned dark. People began to have strange dreams, dreams of the land crying, of hands rising from the soil, of children calling their mothers from under the ground. Then the deaths became worse. A pregnant woman collapsed while running from an attack. She died with her baby still inside her. A hunter stepped on a trap meant for an enemy and bled to death alone in the forest. Twins were lost in the bush and never found. Funerals became too many to count. The land was full. One night, during a heavy storm, the river Oyi overflowed again. This time, it did not stop. Water rushed into both villages, destroying huts, washing away farms, dragging bodies into the dark. People screamed for help, but the rain was louder. By morning, the disputed land was gone. Completely gone. Where green soil once stood, there was only a wide, angry river. Children asked, "Where is the land?" No one answered. The elders of both villages met at the riverbank, standing in mud and shame. Their clothes were torn. Their eyes were empty. An old woman from Omwada stepped forward. She had lost 3 sons. She looked at the river and said softly, "This land was a mother. We caught her with greed. She swallowed our children in return." Men from both sides began to cry, deep, broken cries that shook their bodies. Warriors dropped their weapons into the river. Mothers beat their chests. That day, the river drank tears from both communities. Till today, no one farms near River Oi. When the wind is quiet, people say you can hear crying from the water, from the soil beneath. And elders still warn their children. When land becomes more important than life, the earth will choose who to bury. That is why the land between Omwada and Obinogo is empty. Not because nobody wants it, but because it already has too many graves.